eligibility data based on the case number. Then based on that eligibility data, I am generating a PDF and storing that PDF with the case number as a file. Once the PDF got generated, I am getting the citizen email ID from a database table, and I am sending that PDF to the citizen email as an attachment. Okay. After sending that PDF as an attachment to the email, we are storing that PDF into database table, and we are making trigger status as completed. So once it is done, I'm writing the logic to process a trigger in the try block. If the try block logic executed successfully, then I'm incrementing success count variable. If any problem occurred in the try block, then it will come to the catch block. In the catch block, I'm incrementing failure count variable. So once that method execution got completed, I can understand how many triggers got processed successfully and how many triggers are failed to process. That map I am returning as a return type. Now after this, we have a REST controller. We created a REST controller. In this REST controller, we injected one service. In this REST controller, we have injected one service. Now in that we have a method which is binded to a get request. In this we have a method which is binded to get request notices. Now this method is simply calling our service layer method. Service layer method reading all the pending triggers, and it is processing the each pending trigger by generating a notice. So with this, our correspondence module also completed. With this, our correspondence module also completed. Are you guys able to develop this correspondence API that I have developed in the last session? In the last session, I have completed the development for CO API. I have done the development of CO API in the last session. Are you guys able to complete that development? Are you guys able to complete that development or not? Come on. Very good. So with this, we completed our backend APIs. Now let us see the final picture of our project, what we have developed. Okay. Guys, here first we developed user management application where we are creating the user management API is available, registration, login, forgot password, unlock account. That functionality we have developed. That is user management functionality. User management functionality is available for us. Now before that user management, we have developed one contact application. That contact application we are going to use here. We are going to change the database tables and columns because we need some plans to be available in the database table. The plans will be inserted by that API, perform the CRUD operations. Then after user management API, we have developed one API called AR API. We have developed one more API called AR API. Now this AR API is a very special API because our AR API is talking to one federal government project, guys, that is SSA web application. SSA API is available in the cloud. AR application is having the connection with the SSA API, that is for citizen identification checking. Whether that citizen belongs to New Jersey state or not, that we are going to identify by using this AR API. AR API. First we have user management API. Admin will register the account for a caseworker. Then caseworker will receive the email with the login details. Then caseworker is going to unlock the account and caseworker can log in into our HAS applications. Then AR API is available, that is application registration API. When citizen want to use our application, they will use this AR API. Citizen will provide the data. That citizen data will be stored into AR table if the citizen SSN belongs to New Jersey state. Once that is completed, then we have developed one API called DC API. We have developed one API called DC API. What is the main purpose of the DC API? DC stands for data collection. Now, which plan citizen is already belongs to New Jersey state. AR application verified that by interacting with SSM API, citizen is belongs to New Jersey. This citizen can apply for the plan in our application. This citizen can apply for the plan in our application. Which plan that citizen wants to apply? What is that citizen data? We are going to collect the citizen data by using DC API. DC stands for Data Collection API. DC stands for Data Collection API. Now, once the data collection got completed, now we are executing ED API. We have developed one API called ED API. What is the purpose of the ED API? ED API is used to determine that citizen eligibility for the plan. Citizen data we have collected. Now, everybody who applied for the plan is not eligible. ED API is available. Now, that ED API, ED stands for eligibility determination. ED stands for eligibility determination. Whether that citizen is eligible for the plan or not, we are going to identify by using ED API. Then after eligibility determination got completed, then we are going to execute CO API. CO stands for correspondence API that we discussed today and we completed in the yesterday we completed that CO API. CO API is responsible to generate the notices and send the notices to the citizens. Then here we have already developed one API called Reports API is available. We have already developed one API called Reports API, which is used for dynamic searching and generate the data in the Excel format or generate the data in the PDF format that already we have completed. Okay. Now, one more thing is admin API, which is just to perform CRUD operations. Admin API, it is used for performing CRUD operations in our application. What are the plans we are using in our application? And caseworker accounts creation can be done by using this, and plans creation can be done by using admin. So this is the project that we have developed as of now. Can I say that this project is having multiple APIs in the backend? What is the name of our project now? Our project name is IHIS application. Our project name is IHIS application. Now, this project should use one database. What is the database we are going to configure for this project now? We are going to configure MySQL database, which is AWS Cloud RDS. I am going to use AWS RDS with MySQL. AWS RDS relational database system in the AWS. We can configure MySQL database. Now, my application is communicating with one database. My application is going to communicate with one database in order to store the data. My application is going to communicate with one database in order to store the application data. Here we have completed our backend APIs. So application is going to interact with the database table. Application will retrieve the data and application will update the data. Application will delete the data. Several operations our application will perform with the database. So we are going to use the database in the cloud platform, that is a MySQL database. Guys, here can you tell me what are the tables we have used in our application as of now? What are the tables we have in our application? Can you tell me the names of the table? App registration table is available. App registration table is available. Okay. First of all, in the admin, user management is available. So we have taken one table called country master table. We have taken city country master. We have taken states master table we have taken, then cities master table we have taken, country master, state master, cities master, users details we have taken one table, users details one table we have taken. Now here we need to take one more table called plans master. When the admin create a plan, that plans data should be stored into plans master table. What are the plans we are supporting in our application? That data should be available in the plans master. Admin API will contain creating a plan, updating a plan, deleting the plan. That data will be available. So that record will be available in the plans master. Users details, caseworker accounts will be created by using user management API. Cities master will be available where cities will be stored. Countries master, states master. These are the four tables we have here. These are the tables we have. Then next one, we have one more table called app registration table. Whenever citizen application is created, that citizen will be the data will be stored into app registration. Then next one, DC plans table is available, DC income table is available, DC education table is available, and DC sales table is available. App registration, DC plans, DC income, DC education, DC sales table is available. Then after, eligibility details table is also available. Eligibility details table is available and CO triggers table is available. Now these are the tables we have used as of now. So total here there are 5 tables available, here there are 5 tables available, 10 tables, here there are 2 tables. So total there are 12 tables available in our applications. Okay, now so here we developed our application as a monolith application, or we developed our application as a microservice based application. Guys, tell me, we developed this application as a monolith application, or we developed this application as a microservice application? Could you please tell me now? All the functionalities available in one project, functionalities developed in multiple APIs. Are we developing all the functionalities in one application? Are the functionalities developed in multiple APIs? Why we developed the functionalities in multiple APIs? Why not in the single project? If you develop all the functionalities in the single project, then it will become monolith architecture. If you develop all the functionalities in one project, then it will become monolith architecture. I don't want to develop the project by using monolith architecture. I don't want to develop the project by using monolith architecture. We are going for microservices architecture. We are going for microservices architecture. So the functionalities are divided into multiple APIs. The functionalities are divided into multiple APIs. Now my APIs are communicating with the database tables to perform some operations. So here we are having multiple tables in the database. We are having multiple tables in the database. So total, how many tables we are using in our application? Total, how many tables we are using in our application? How many tables we are using in our application, guys? Multiple tables we are using in our application. What small thing, guys? Here we developed a contact app. Contact app is available. Let me change this contact app to plans app. I want to use this as a plans application. 14 plans API, which is used to create the plan, update the plan, delete the plan. Now whatever the CRUD operations we have done, same thing I am going to use, same project I will use, and I will change this data so that I can insert the plan, I can delete the plan, I can retrieve the plan. Here the table name is contact details. Let me make it as a plans master. Let me make it as a plans master. Here let me use it as a plan ID, and let me use it as a plan name. DC plans table will be available, plan ID, plan name will be available. Created date, updated date, active switch. That's fine. So now here I'm going to change this column data. I will take it as a plan ID. How many plans? What are the plans are supported by our application? That data we can maintain. Plan ID, plan name, created date, updated date, active switch. Plans master. Change the class name also to plan.java. Plan.java. It is a plans table. Right. Now next one. Whenever we change the class, we need to change the repository also. I'm going to make it as a plan repository. Next, finish plan repository. Okay, plan repository is extending from JPA repository. Contact REST controller is available. Let me make it as a plan REST controller. Plan REST controller. Now here it is going to save plan. I'm writing a method as save plan. Post mapping, I will take it as a plan. Right now here get all plan, I will write a method as just contact API is available. I'm changing that, guys. I'm just changing that. Plan is available. Plan will have API ID. So this one, let me make it as a plan ID. Let me pass this plan ID. This will be PID. Now this delete mapping plan PID will be available. So this is edit plan. Instead of edit contact, edit plan. This is delete plan. Delete plan PID. This is also plan ID. I'm sending this as a plan ID. So instead of the contact, I'm just changing to the plan and I'm using the same class here. Plan REST controller. Let's go to plan service. Plan service is available. I'm just changing the class names and table names. That's it. Coding is same. Just to perform the CRUD operation. Plan service IMPL. Plan service IMPL. Now go to this. Save.get plan ID. Here, if save.get plan ID. If a plan ID is there, then it is going to perform that operation. If a plan ID not equal to null, set active switch as Y. This one, if we make it as a plan is equal to new plan, set this plan object. Right. Get plan ID. Here also we can take it as a plan ID. I'm just storing the plan and I'm just retrieving the plan here. Perfect. Plan dot set active switch save dot plan. That's it. Now inside this service we can change these method names. So instead of the save contact, let me make it as a save plan. Instead of get all contacts, get all plans. Get plan by ID. Delete contact by ID. So delete plan by ID. So instead of contact ID, we'll say that as a plan ID. Perfect. So plan service IMPL, instead of save contact, we'll make it as a save plan. Instead of get all contacts, get all plans. Instead of get contact by ID, get plan by ID. Delete plan by ID. Delete plan by ID. Go to REST controller. So instead of save contact, it is going to be save plan. Save plan. Get all plans. Delete plan by ID. Delete plan by ID. Get plan by ID. Delete plan by ID. Perfect. So with this our plan API is also ready. With this our plan API is also ready. Contact save success. We can change these points later, guys. So plan is saved successfully. We can change those messages in the YML. Contact saved. Instead of that I will say plan saved. Failure to save the plan. Plan deleted. Failure to delete the plan record. Just I'm inserting this data into database table. These are the messages. So with this our DC plan API, which is part of the admin, that is also ready, which is going to store the data into plans master. Store the data into plans master. Guys, now I'm going to repeat the whole project architecture once again. Observe carefully. Our project is going to use a cloud database. That database I'm going to set up in the AWS. I'm going to use a cloud database. That AWS cloud we are using to create the MySQL DB. To create the MySQL DB. In the database, what are the tables we are going to have? Country master table we have, states master, cities master, user details, plans master. First of all, what is the purpose of the plans master? Plans master table will contain all the plans which are supported by our application. All the plans which are supported by our application. So in our project, what are the plans that are supporting by the government? That plan creation, plan updation, plan retrieval, plan delete, that functionality will be available. That data we are storing in the plans master table. That data we are storing in the plans master table. Okay, so here for that we have created a plan API. For that we have created a plan API. It is just how we have done the first mini project. Same thing, no change. Just class names, method names I have changed. Remaining everything is the same. Remaining everything is same. This is admin plan API. Plan will be created, plan will be updated, plan will be deleted, plan will be retrieved. We have done the contact. Same thing I have changed with the DC plans. Here you see the entity class plans master will be available. Plan.java plans master table will be available. In that plan ID will be there, plan name will be available. When the plan is created, when the plan is updated, what is the status of the plan? Active switch N or Y. Active switch Y means it is active. Active switch N means it is deleted, soft deleted. Okay, so DC plans plans master table is available. It will represent what are the plans available in our application. Then next one, at the time of user registration, we need country, we need state, and we need cities. So countries data, states data, cities data will be available in the tables. We have already prepared the queries in the second mini project to insert the data into master tables. To insert the data into master tables. And the next one is user details. Next one is the user details. What is the purpose of user details? Admin is going to create the account for the caseworker. When the caseworker account is created by using user management API, the caseworker login details will be stored into user details table. The caseworker login details will be stored into user management. That details will be stored into user details table. Who will insert the data into these tables? Master tables data we have to insert manually. Okay, for plans master we have a table to insert the data. When the caseworker account is created, caseworker account data will be stored into user details table. To create the plans in our application, admin API is available, plans API is available. To create the accounts for the caseworkers, user management API is available. Are you clear with my point? Are you clear with my point? What are the database tables available? Are you clear with what are the tables available for this? Right, next one. Application registration table is available. What is the purpose of this application registration table? What is the purpose of this application registration table? Whenever citizen application registration is happening, if the citizen is belongs to New Jersey state, then citizen application will be created with the registration number. If citizen not belongs to New Jersey, then citizen application will not be created. How we will verify citizen is belongs to New Jersey state or not? That's where here our AR API is communicating with the SSA API. AR API is communicating with the SSA API. SSA API is a federal government project. We are sending SSN number as an input. It is returning state name as a output. We are sending SSN as a input. We are sending SSN as a input. It is going to return state name as a output. We are sending SSN as a input. We are getting state name as a output. Now, if that citizen belongs to New Jersey state, then citizen application will be created in this app registration table with one application number. App registration table will be available. In that one record will be inserted for the citizen with the application number. If record is inserted in the app registration table, that means that citizen is eligible to apply for the plan. He can apply because that citizen is belongs to New Jersey state. That citizen is belongs to New Jersey state. That citizen can apply for the plan. Once the citizen is eligible to apply for the plan, then DC module will start. Then the DC module is going to start. What is the purpose of the DC module? DC stands for data collection. DC stands for what? Data collection. It is used to collect the data from the citizen. DC API is used to collect the data from the citizen. So here we are going to collect what is the plan the citizen want to apply. Citizen plan selection. Plan data will be stored. Which plan citizen is applied, that will be stored into DC plans table. And what is the income, and what is the education data and kids data. We are going to collect the citizen data and we are going to store that data into DC tables. DC plans table will contain which citizen applied for which plan, and the citizen income will be available in the income table. Citizen education will be available in the education table. Citizen kids data will be available in the DC child's table. DC API. DC API. Admin API, instead of admin API, let me say that it has a plans API. What are the plans are supporting by our application? What are the plans supporting by our application? That plans data is creating, updating, deleting by plans API. Just we are performing the CRUD operations in the plans API. Create the plans supported by our application, display the plans supported by our application, update the plans, delete the plans. That plans data will be managed by plans API. Just whatever the 01 mini project we have developed contact application, there we are going to create the contact, update the contact, delete the contact, retrieve the contact. Same thing I copy pasted, I made it as a plans API. Create the plan, update the plan, delete the plan, retrieve the plan. So plans API will communicate with the plans master table to create, update, delete and retrieve. Got it? Create, update, delete and retrieve, that will be done by plans master. User management, which is used to create the accounts for the case workers. Accounts, login, forgot password, that will be handled by user management. AR, application registration. Citizen application will be created by AR. AR will communicate with the SSA API to verify citizen is belongs to New Jersey state or not. DC API, which is used to collect the citizen data and store the data into database tables. What is the data? Which plan citizen want to apply? What is the income of the citizen? What is the education of the citizen? What are the kits available for the citizen? All that data will be stored into DC tables. Once the DC completed, then ED API will come into picture. ED API will come into picture. ED stands for eligibility determination. Citizen data already available in the DC tables. Now we need to determine that the citizen is eligible for our plan or not. Citizen data is already available. We need to verify that citizen is eligible for the plan or not. For every plan, some conditions are available. So we need to execute the conditions of the plans based on the citizen data. Citizen data available in the database tables. We are going to retrieve the citizen data based on the case number and we are going to check the conditions. If conditions are satisfied, then citizen is eligible for the plan. If conditions are not satisfied, then citizen is denied for the plan. So citizen is approved or denied will be determined by ED API. Once eligibility determination got completed, then correspondence API comes into picture. Correspondence API is responsible to generate the notice and send the notice to the citizen. Correspondence API is responsible to generate the notice and send the notice to the citizen. CO API. CO API is available, which is responsible to generate the notice and send the notice to the citizen. That we have implemented yesterday only. Reports API. So searching the approved plans, searching the denied plans. Already we have implemented the reports API. That was our third mini project. Whatever the third mini project we have implemented, that is called as reports API. That is called reports API. Reports API is used to understand project data. How many people applied for the SNAP? How many people approved for the SNAP? How many people denied for the SNAP? Export the data into Excel file. Export the data into PDF file. That we have done by using reports API. This is the overview of our project, guys. This is the overview of our project. What are the tables available and what are the APIs available and what is the purpose of each API. Are you getting the full picture now? What we have done as of now? What are the APIs we have developed and what is the purpose of those APIs? Are you getting that clarity? Are you getting that clarity? What are the APIs available? What are the APIs we have developed? And what is the purpose of those APIs? Tomorrow in the interview, they will ask you, could you please explain your project architecture? Then you need to draw this diagram and you need to explain them. My project is developed by using microservices architecture. The functionalities is developed by using multiple REST APIs. There is a plans API which is used to create and manage the plans supported by our government. What are the plans supported by the state government? Those plans we are creating and managing by using plans API. This application is an intranet application. People cannot access our application. Administrator will create the accounts for the case workers. So to create the accounts, we are having user management API. When the account is created, application will send a mail to the case worker to unlock the account. Case worker will unlock the account and case worker will log in into the application. Case worker will unlock the account and case worker will log in into the application. Okay. Now after this, AR API is available. Citizens who want to apply for the plan should go to nearest DHS office. Citizen who want to apply for the plan should go to nearest DHS office. So when citizen visit the nearest DHS office, citizen will talk to case worker. Case worker will log in into the application. Case worker will try to create the application for the citizen to apply for the plan. Here, for every citizen, application may not be created. If citizen belongs to New Jersey state, then only application will be created. How the application will understand citizen belongs to New Jersey? Here citizen case number will be available. Based on the citizen case number, we will talk to SSA API. SSA is a third party API. If that SSN belongs to New Jersey state, then application will be created. The data will be stored into app registration table. Once the application registration completed, using that application registration number, we are going to collect the data from the citizen by using DC API. That data collection will happen. The data will be stored into DC tables, DC plans table, DC income table, DC education table, DC jails table. Citizen data will be stored into data collection tables. Once the data collection completed, then eligibility determination will happen. ED API will take the data from the DC table, will execute the plan conditions, will determine the eligibility. Once eligibility determination completed, ED API will insert the records into eligibility details table, and the ED API will insert a record into CO trigger. If the record is inserted into CO trigger, that means eligibility determined. We have to send a notice to the citizen. Maybe the citizen got approved, maybe citizen got denied. For that we have a correspondence API. Correspondence API will retrieve the pending figures from the table. It is going to generate the notices. It will send the notices to the citizens through email. Fine. Then reports API is available. It is used to understand how many people applied for the plan, who applied for which plan, how many people applied for a particular plan, how many people approved in the last month, how many people denied in the last month, how many people applied for SNAP in the last month. Export the data into Excel file, export the data into PDF file. That can be done by using reports API. Guys, here if you see now the plans API, this functionality we developed as our 01 mini project, card operations, inserting, updating, deleting and retrieving. This 01 mini project, whatever we have developed, that we can say that it is a plans API. User management API that we developed as 02 mini project. Reports API that we developed as 03 mini project. Then AR API we developed in the class, DC API we developed, ED API we developed, CO API we developed. So all the APIs development completed? All the APIs development completed or not? Come on. Plans API is nothing but it is to perform the CRUD operations. We have done the CRUD operations logic in the 01 mini project. User management we have done as a second mini project. Reports generation we have done as a third mini project. After that, AR API we have developed. AR API is going to communicate with SSA API. We have used REST template to establish that communication. SSA is a third-party API. Our AR API communicating with SSA API through REST call. REST client logic is available. DC API is available, which is collecting the data and storing the data in the database table. ED API we developed. Eligibility determination. Correspondence API we developed. So total, what are the APIs we have currently? Plans API available, user management API available, AR API is available, DC API is available, ED API available, CO API available, reports API is also available. So total 7 APIs are available with us. So total there are 7 APIs are available with us. Do we have these 7 APIs or we don't have? Do we have these 7 APIs or we don't have these 7 APIs? We have it. Now, are you getting the architecture of the project? How the project is going to execute? What are the tables available? What are the modules or what are the APIs available? What is the purpose of each API? How they are executing? Look at this diagram once. You should get the clarity now.